Hi Erika. Sorry about not putting out a video last week. I just got super busy and wasn't able to edit the video that I made last week, but I did make a video last week. And so that is what you are going to see today. And also in your last video, you forgot to mention scarves and the coldness. How dare you? Yay, college! So, as I mentioned in the end of my last video, I was going to talk about North Korea last week, but I decided that I would keep it until this week. So, here it goes. North Korea is controlled by a dictator, and his name is Kim Jong-un. He uses military to enforce his rule. They have a lot of people that become soldiers, and also their people are starving. Most of the food goes to the wealthy in North Korea, which is a very, very small amount. There's not a large amount of wealthy people. There's a lot of stealing and a lot of bribery, and it's just one big, awful country to be living in at the moment. And the reason I know all this information is from the book Camp 14 by Blaine Harden. Camp 14 is a novel based on the story of Shin, who was an escapee from Camp 14 and the only person that is known to escape from a labor camp in North Korea. So basically what a labor camp or concentration camp, as we know the term from World War II, what these camps are for people that do not support the North Korean government or disown the government, or even it dates back to the South Korean and North Korean War when people from North Korea fled to South Korea. Their family members, the people, say your uncle fled to South Korea, that means that everyone related to your uncle went into a concentration camp or labor camp in North Korea. This happened to Shin. His two uncles fled to the south during the war, and because of that, his father was put into a concentration camp. Inside the concentration camp, you are allowed, if you earn it, you are allowed to have a wife, and a wife is allowed to have a husband. Father earned having a wife, I guess through just good behavior and through snitching, which is another topic that I'll address in a couple seconds. From their marriage, Shin's older brother was born, and then later on, Shin was born. In these concentration camps, the sons live with the mother until they are, say, 12, I want to say. Then they go off to school. So Shin lived with his mother, but during the time that he was living with his mother, he wasn't living like we would live with our parents. He was living like he was living inhumane, basically, with his mother. His mother would leave for work during the day, and that time that she was gone, Shin would either go scavenge for food or he would eat her meal. So say that she had lunch set out for herself to come back and eat later that day, Shin would eat that. He would not only eat his lunch when she left, but he would also then turn around and eat her lunch. He would feel no remorse, because in these camps you are taught that you are not human, and that you are a pig, and you are swine, and that you are basically an animal. You were not taught any humane traits like kindness and love and how to support one another. You were just taught that that person is your aggressor and that person is your competition, and you must compete with that person for food. Alright, so I don't want to make this too long. And then the other thing that I mainly wanted to focus on was snitching. Snitching is huge in concentration camps. Snitching is how you get food and how you get rewards and how you get treated better. Shin had to snitch all his years at the concentration camp, which, by the way, he escaped when he was in his early 20s. So up until his early 20s, he was snitching on his classmates, on his co-workers. Shin even snitched on his mother and his brother. That's how bad it is in the camps. His brother dropped something at work that he wasn't supposed to, and he knew that he was in major trouble, and he knew that the guards were going to torture him severely. So he asked the mother if she would escape with him. That evening, Shin was also in the home when the brother asked if the mother would escape with him, and because of that, Shin watched his mother hung and watched his brother shot 3 times. And Shin, during that whole thing, felt no remorse. He felt that he had done the right thing. He felt that he had done what everyone else would have done, and because of it, because he snitched on his own mother and brother, his own blood, he was rewarded with more food, and he was treated better at the camp. And it's not until Shin escapes Camp 14 that he discovers anything about humanity and how to be not treated like an animal and how to be treated like a human being. Even to this day, Shin doesn't really feel love and happiness. He can feel sadness, and he says he feels guilt for his brother and mother, but other than that, he's trying. He tries to cry and he tries to laugh with his friends, but he also says that he can't fully be happy or fully learn to love or fully learn to laugh even, or just be excited all the time until he sees the people in the concentration camps in North Korea, until he sees them taken away and taken down. Because these concentration camps, they're just as bad as Hitler's, if not worse. And a lot of people are blind to this. A lot of people aren't aware of these concentration camps and what they do to people and how they treat people, and it's just awful. So anyways, that's that, and I just really want to make this video to raise awareness for Shin's story and for Camp 14, and that I will happily keep spreading the word, because I definitely want to see an end to the concentration camps, and honestly an end to the dictatorship, because the people in North Korea are starving and are having so many illnesses, and it's really, really bad over there. I know that even South Korean children are taller than the average North Korean by like twice the size. So already North Korea is suffering from stunted growth, and slowly will possibly end. So yeah. I'll see you Thursday, Erika. Bye.